This week, we're looking at 5 undercover illnesses.
Tonight, the focus is on anxiety. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick has more.
Doctors don't fully understand what causes an anxiety disorder. It could be a traumatic life event, or it could be inherited, just like depression. For some people, it's an underlying health issue. Whatever the cause, the key to beating anxiety is to get help early.
I was in the 7th grade when it really started to kick in.
Kelly LaFair's anxiety started when she was being bullied at school.
Start getting frantic and hyperventilating, and I would have to go to the clinic. I knew that something was going on, so I was basically in the clinic most of school.
LaFair saw counselors, therapists, and tried several medications.
It was definitely a battle. It was a struggle. It was a roller coaster, especially with a child being on different medications.
Now she's 29.
It stayed with me. It came and left.
And still suffers from anxiety.
I mean, I could be here talking to you and having a complete panic attack, and you would never know. But it's exhausting, is really what it is. My mind is always racing. Always racing.
Many people can't understand what people who suffer from anxiety, like LaFair, go through.
People assume, that anxiety is just because you got scared or you're depressed because you're sad. And people are like, well, just don't be upset about it. Well, if that were the case, I wouldn't be upset about it. Just because it's something you don't understand doesn't mean it's not real.
Mental health professionals agree with LaFair.
These are people like you and me.
Jeffrey Standring, executive director of the Mental Health Community Centers, says while we may feel anxious or nervous at times,
Well, you get anxious, I bet. I get anxious. Oh, we got bills, we've got life, we've got jobs and deadlines we got to meet and all of this stuff. And we can manage that for the most part. It's when it takes over your life where you cannot manage those daily things. It's too overwhelming for you.
Anxiety is more of an excessive worry. Symptoms include sleep issues, irrational fears, compulsive behaviors, and panics. But there are healthy ways to deal with it.
The bottom line is, do not continue to isolate. There are like people right now in our centers that you can come and be a part of and feel that support.
If you or a loved one are suffering with anxiety and don't know what to do next,
have them come into one of our 4 centers, because they're going to see 35, 50 other individual members that have the exact same disorder as they do.
And to combat the stigma,
I think maybe the more that we talk about it, the better it'll be, because people will be more aware of the situation, and they'll be more aware that people struggle with this a lot more than you'd think.
more than 3 million people in the U.S. suffer from anxiety, and there are many different kinds of anxiety disorders, like panic disorder or generalized anxiety. Whatever kind you have, it's important to get treatment for help. Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.